Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm reviewing LEGO Harry Potter set number 76398, Hogwarts Hospital Wing. This has 510 pieces, 4 minifigures, and it retails for $50 in the US. This just came out on March 1st, and it's really exciting because I feel like I've been waiting for a LEGO Hospital Wing set for quite a while now. We finally have a Madame Pomfrey minifigure, and it's pretty great. I really love the new hair hat combo mold that LEGO made for her. Her torso print is brand new, but sadly her skirt is just a repeat of Princess Leia's. That kind of bothers me because she wears an apron like over a red dress, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And so just kind of having an all-white bottom is a little bit weird. But I mean, it's all about that new mold, and I think that's a new face print as well. She's also got this stickered clipboard, but it's kind of strange because it's on like this hinge part. I think that LEGO didn't just let her hold it regularly because like stickers can get messed up that way. So that's kind of interesting. I would have preferred if that was black, just so it would blend in a bit more. But yeah, that hat mold is like perfect all the way around. She does have an alternate face as well as a lot of back printing. That's the other thing, is if LEGO had made a new print for this set, I highly doubt we would have gotten back skirt printing, and that's something that I do really like to see. The trio minifigures in this set come in kind of battle-damaged forms, which I really love because I thought that these were just going to be their regular casual outfits. So Harry's got some scratches and dirt on him. Sadly, no new face prints. A lot of good back printing, though. Would have been great to get like scuffed up face prints as well, but I'm honestly just really impressed that LEGO went with the torsos. This set is based on Prisoner of Azkaban, so Ron has his damaged leg there. I really like that it's just a white medium leg, like that's all it is. There's no printing or anything, but it works really well. He has a little cane, again, some scuffs on the front of his shirt, some scuffs and mud on the back, and then he also has an alternate face. Finally, we have Hermione. She's my favorite minifigure out of the trio in this set because, first of all, she has a great new time turner print that's just on a 1x1 clear tile placed over a golden stud. So that's really cool. She also comes with her wand, but I couldn't put it in her hand, so I just actually put it somewhere else in the set. Love the torso printing again. It's the same kind of thing on all of them, but I mean, it's just a really nice touch. She also has one of those cast molds. I really like that piece as well, so it's great to see it there. And then I feel like she also has a lot of good back printing, and then she does have her regular alternate face. We've got a ton of accessories in this set to look at before we even get to the main build. First off, we have a new sand blue owl. This also comes in the Hogwarts Magical Trunk set. Really love this color, and it is the new flying mold from, I don't even remember, I think it was from 2020. Also, I probably should have started with these, but we do get 2 collectible chocolate frog cards. I was really surprised to see LEGO continue this because I thought that this was just for 2021 because it was 20 years of LEGO Harry Potter, but I'm glad that they're continuing them because I do need to complete my collection. Then you've got a little chair here so that someone can be sitting by a hospital bed. You've got a little standing divider between a hospital bed, and these are the only 2 stickers in the set aside from the one for Pomfrey's clipboard. And then we also have this little trunk, which has the new lid mold, and then inside that's where I've stashed Hermione's wand. We also have a couple of, these are honestly my favorite accessories in this set. We have Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans on the left, and then we have a bottle of Skelligro on the right. This is for Harry from Chamber of Secrets after Dobby ended up breaking his arm at the Quidditch match. Or not breaking his arm, like making him, well no, Dobby broke his arm and then Lockhart made him lose all the bones in it. This has a baby skull mold, which is exclusive to this set. So that's really cool. I'm sure people are going to create like some creepy things with that. And then lastly, we just have a little standing lantern and then a little like hospital cart with some drinks and a chocolate bar. So if you guys remember the old Hogwarts Clock Tower set from 2019 now, this is basically a remake of the top third of it, which I think is a really cool idea. And honestly, I'll tell you right off the bat, this is my favorite of the new style Hogwarts sets that started in 2021. I love the sand green roofs on this thing. I love all of like the white lattice window frames. I think that the archways are really nice. I love the use of the unicorn pieces. The clock is really cool, but we'll take a closer look at that in a second. One thing I do want to point out is that while this is modular and in the 2021 system, it is a little bit different because you can see that it's angled. And so what I really like about this is that you can actually just swing in these sides, so it doesn't have to be angled. Switching it around to the back, you can actually kind of lock it in place. Again, we'll take a closer look at the inside in a second, but you can actually lock it in place with one of these pieces, which this is a feature that was in a lot of the 2021 sets just to kind of like give you a space to build up your modules, but then you could remove this to get easier access to the interior. So I really like that. Having it locked in place is nice, but the one thing about this when it's just kind of straightforward like this is that it's very top heavy. So I don't really want to touch it too much because I feel like as soon as I like start to tip it forward, it'll just fall on its face because like the clock part is so heavy. So starting on the ground floor, we have some nice candles over here, and I'll just go ahead and pop that out so we can see inside a little bit better. You have 3 hospital beds. I really like the blue color, and they're very built up. I did like the hospital wing in the clock tower set, but it's just nice to get one this roomy compared to that one. And like I said, you can split this out, so that opens up the interior a lot more. When everything's closed, it's kind of hard to get the accessories in here. You could like kind of lock the floors together some more. Like you could put the chair kind of like in between these to help hold it in place. And there are some bedside tables back there, which can also be moved. They just have some lamps, some drawers, and then that one has a bouquet of flowers. But the whole point of like kind of spreading it out like this is that it gives you room to put stuff like the dividers. And actually, speaking of the divider, I really think there should have been another one, just so there could have been like complete privacy. But yeah, and then that also gives you space for the chair and for like Pomfrey's little cart. So I like that it kind of opens out the play space a little bit more. So up above, you've just got these little roof sections that don't go all the way back. I would kind of prefer it if they did, just so that it would be a little bit more closed up, but not a big deal. And these roof sections are built up pretty nice. Like I said, I really like seeing the sand green roofs come back. It's so nostalgic to me. I do think the gray roofs looked a little bit better, but I'm always going to have a special place in my heart for sand green. Here's a better look at the clock. I don't know if this is the same print as the clock tower, actually. I didn't check before making this video. Although I guess the clock tower is behind me, so I could just take a quick peek. So yeah, I just grabbed the clock tower for an impromptu comparison, but that is the exact same clock print, not mold, but the smaller clock on the bigger clock tower set is a different piece. And so like I said, this set is basically just like this entire like chunk kind of the old clock tower. And then just to finish off this comparison, this is what like the beds looked like in the old clock tower set. So like you had room for a couple of figures and they did have 2 dividers, which I liked, but you obviously just get a lot more room with this one. I guess the one thing I don't like about the build is how open it is back here. I think that looks a little bit cheap and like basic. Like I'd really prefer for some of that to be covered up. I don't like that you can kind of see the gears through this. But going all the way up to the roof, there is a cool function here because I'm sure you saw the gears inside. So you can actually turn this middle turret and then that will spin the hands on the clock. Sorry, trying to get a good angle for this, but I think that that's a really neat function. And I always like it when Lego includes stuff like that in their sets. And then going around to the inside, that kind of geared up area is entirely empty, but it's really cool because you can see the gears moving. And I think you could see the gears in the movie, but I don't remember because it's been a really long time since I watched Prisoner of Azkaban. And finally, I'll point out something I absolutely hate about this set. The only thing I really hate about this set, the stupid graded floors. And that's why, because I would just like to position Harry and Hermione in this clock tower, like standing next to each other and conversing like they do before they go find Sirius. But you can't really put them on like those 4 studs back there because it's just too hard to get into and the roof of this module doesn't come off. I do not like these graded floors. They make Hogwarts look like a warehouse. And it just severely limits the amount of studs that you have to place minifigures on. I just want my minifigures to be able to stand there. And so it's really irritating to me that they can't do that. I don't see how it makes things like easier for like 8-year-olds or like any kids. I feel like it just decreases playability and looks worse. So again, I will be switching out all of these and I'll do a video on that when that happens, but it won't be until the summer. And actually, lastly, let's look at some quick rearrangement possibilities. There's not a lot that you can do with this set, but these are like the modules that you get. So you have the 2 roof ones, and then you just have this one big clock tower one. So that's what you're left with. Again, it is a little bit odd because the roof of this guy doesn't come off, and then this is like a 3-wide module. It's like 24 studs wide. That kind of breaks the other Hogwarts system because at most the 2021 set had like a 2-wide, like a 2-block module was like the largest that it went. So you can play around with it though, because one thing you can do, because like I said, it is top heavy, but what you can do is you can actually set this back. Like you don't need to put it forward. And so by setting this back, you can actually like kind of offset the weight a little bit. And then that makes it easier to make this work with other sets. And actually, I think sorry, it can actually go back one further. Like you can line it up on this beam. So there you go. Now everything is flush. I'm glad Lego thought about that because it'll definitely make it easier to integrate with the larger Hogwarts system. I don't know if I'm going to make a video integrating this with the larger Hogwarts system yet, but I mean, like, the only other thing you can do with this is kind of just move it onto like one of the sides. And again, with other Hogwarts sets, you could really build this up nicely. Like you could have like, you know, a tall tower. You could kind of make it look like Big Ben. Like right now, it kind of looks like a mini Big Ben. And yeah, this clock part does fall off a lot. And then those kind of like 1x1 modified plates are not like super secure. So it does kind of push things around in there. That's another thing I guess I don't really like about this set. There's a decent amount of extra pieces in this set, and you do get another time turner. Here's the box for this set. It's like a typical $50 style, and something that I really like is that you can see the old clock tower in the background. I really like that they included that there. And then at the back, you just have the back of the set. They don't really show you that you can rearrange it or anything, which I think is a bit of a missed opportunity. Here's the instruction manual. At the back, you do have a few ads, one for all of the new March 2022 sets. I actually don't know when I'm going to build the other three, so I can't tell you guys if I'm going to have videos coming out on them soon. Then you have all of the collectible wizard cards. I need to figure out how many I have now. And then this does show you that you can like make this work with the Hogwarts system from 2021. But it doesn't actually show it integrated. It just has it off here on the side, but it doesn't show it in the picture, which I think is another missed opportunity. So overall, I really like this set. I don't really give my sets or my reviews like numerical ratings, but I'd give this set like a 9 out of 10. I think that it's the best Hogwarts one that they've done in this new modular system. I think it's worth the price. It looks good and it plays well. And that's something I was really missing from the 2021 sets. I felt like they were just for kids, which I mean, I know they're made for kids, but the great thing about the older castle sets was that they were good for play, but they were also perfect for displaying. And I think with this, we're starting to get back to that. So if the Hogwarts sets this summer, presuming we get any, are in this same, like are of this same quality, I think I will be happier. Although I'll always be kind of sad that they moved away from that 2019 or 2018 to 2020 system. I do think it's worth the $50. It seems like a tiny bit pricey, but you get so many cool accessories, and you've got stuff like the Skelligro bottle and the new hair mold from Madame Pomfrey that I think this is worth $50. Again, the only thing I would have really liked to have seen is the clock tower area be a little bit more covered up, and another one of those like kind of privacy screens. So that's it for today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.